He's up on a pedestal! Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2! Last time, we got to know Gorg better, at long last doing his storyline that was just dangled in front of my face, meeting the prerequisites to start it but not finish it for ages. Now, we're gonna have a team up. We have Gorg and his partner starting up here today at Just Desserts. How are things with the shop, Jennifer? Oh, Gorg, things are going very well, thank you. Students are snapping up snipe flans left and right. I can barely keep neon cookies in stock. Ah, they're really sniping them when they go up for sale, I see. And not a day goes by without a child or two grinning at the first bite of a Love Mary cake. It's great, all in all. I'm glad to hear this. Ugh, yeah. There is one thing I would like to talk to you about, though. Oh, what is it? Well, the name of Just Desserts has spread well beyond Fontsamaima. I've been getting requests from all corners of Allrest. People want to eat your sweets, Gorg, and are willing to pay a premium to get them. They don't even seem to mind covering shipping out of their own pockets. Wow, pretty impressive. I'm glad to hear it, but there's no way to make my desserts last any longer than they do. I know it's not the most convenient for our fans, but in the end, they'll have to keep coming to us. Boreas! Now there's an idea. Boreas could certainly handle deliveries for us. What a great idea. You sure he's not gonna just gobble up the food on the way before he even gets to the destination? Hey, Boreas, come over here for a second, would you? What? Oh, hiya. I've got a favor to ask you, Boreas. People all over Allrest want to eat the desserts we make here, but there's just the problem of delivering them. The desserts don't last long, so I need someone who's very fast on deliveries. And I don't know anyone speedier than you. So what do you think? Could you help us out here? No problem. You know me, always glad to help out a friend in need. Ah, great. Jennifer here will will tell you the orders and where to get them. All right? Yep. First off, we got 10 Love Mary cakes going to Cameron in Morarday. Can you handle that? Into the Emperor's quarters? Consider it delivered. Thanks, Boreas. I guess I'll leave it to you then. This is not the first time Boreas has broken into the Imperial Palace. The Trendy Patissier! Gotta say it with a at the end, otherwise it's not really French, you know? So, we have a new Merc mission available that we gotta send Boreas away on. What a pity. Trial Run 1. Gives Beast Hunter 2 and Aerial Hunter 2 not the best rewards. Letting you know, this quest is part of the DLC expansion pass. We need to have that as well as the blades Gorg and Boreas in order to play this at all. There are no suggested field skills at all. Send whoever you like on this. All these slow pokies are just gonna hold you up while you're running around. What do you need support in this for?
We'll be the voracious vanguard! Hey ho!
Best of luck to you.
No, you gotta use your imagination for this kind of stuff. You can't just say that it makes no sense and then call it a day, no. They're there to explain to the Ardanian military why a huge blur just went through the Imperial Palace and left a cake behind. Just to make sure that the Emperor doesn't think that it has a bomb in it. That's why. What do you say, Ruban? I guess while we're waiting a moment, we can talk to you. Hey, hit me with the hottest info you got! The whole town seems to know about the Garfont mercenaries now. That puts you a step above your predecessor, I reckon. In fact, I'd go so far as to say you've rewritten history for the Merc group. Till now, bosses like me and Van Damme who lead the Mercs have never really been particular about details. People had always thought of us as a band of rough, tough hired hands who fought monsters and do the dirty work. But you've been treating every case with so much care and attention, it's hard to think that way anymore. Men, women, and children all feel like they can rely on you. I don't think there's anyone in Allrest quite like that. Aw, you're making me blush.
Vanguard has returned.
Look at my grandpa's ass while I go and tend to my mercenaries. Welcome back. Let's hear the report on back at Gorg's Just Desserts. Very fast skill earning.
You learn something new every day.
Any blades that you need to send away on Merc missions, do that. You might as well take a few points toward a skill for 1 minute. Not gonna get better than that. This is unfortunately one of those quests where it's all like, you need to have the right blades engaged, otherwise you can't talk to the people, even though it's understood that Boreas was away and now he's back. Boreas, that was quick. I hope you didn't tire yourself out now. Was that? No way. It was easy peasy and lots of fun. What did the customer have to say then? The customer? Gorg? I have a sinking suspicion that the delivery didn't make it. Seeing as our delivery specialist has the remains of some love raspberries on his stomach and around his mouth, you don't need to be that specific, Jennifer. His stomach is his mouth. You mean this here? It's funny you mention that now, because you'll never believe what happened. No, I'm sure I won't. It's not my fault, okay? They just look so good. They're begging to be eaten. I mean, what else was I gonna do? Let the dessert down by not helping them to fulfill their destiny? No way! You've got to be kidding me. You'll have to go again and have a bit more self-control this time, Boreas. I'm sorry, I can do it. Really, I can. I promise this time I'll be really careful and not eat anything. Okay then, let's try again and see how you get on. So the delivery was to Cameron in Morardain. Got it? Got it. Just leave it to me. Don't worry about anything. All right, Boreas. And remember, no nibbling this time. Yep, just leave it to Boreas. So all of that support didn't do crap. We need to have some serious fortitude on our side if we're going to have the food make it there. Gorg, you go with him.
I'll support you in every way.
I tried using the recommended skills, but it isn't possible to get a Merc mission under 1 minute of runtime. I was hoping that I could make this take 5 seconds by really stacking it, but it didn't go down at all. Use whichever blades you'd like. While we're waiting on that, I want to show you a super cool detail about Boreas that I was not personally aware of. I don't read the individual notes on the affinity chart enough, but for a little Nopon, I suggested juicy salmon. For the pretty blade, I recommend poached fruit samad.
Oh.
For a blade who suits spectacles, I recommend fried octomayo. I recommend fish and herb broth for an adventurous girl's taste buds. He gives you hints on every single one. Some of them are spelled very outright where Dromark really should try dried sunfish. He just knows everyone's favorite foods right off the bat. A budding baker ought to try neon grape flan. He's talking about Gorg. Snow-baked cheesecake for the ladies. It's talking about Praxis. This place is a treasure trove of knowing what favorite items of each blade and driver are. It doesn't tell you all of them. He only knows about food. Doesn't know about any of that stupid reading, but he does know a lot. Some more mediocre Oxcore. Ooh!
If anyone tries to harm you, they're dead.
I'll say they're very dead after that.
I'll support you. I'll acknowledge you as my driver. Thanks.
Rather impressive.
I'd say I'm impressed, Zeke. Do you know how easy it is to get those angsty teenage daughters to listen to you? Not that easy.
Leave it to
Unless you're like
Boreas.
the creator of Invader Zim or something. Welcome back, Boreas. How did it go this time? Everything went perfectly, and I didn't need a single thing. Glad to hear it. And Cameron was really happy to get his delivery. It's all thanks to you and your hard work, Boreas. If you don't mind, do you think you could keep up this delivery job, Boreas? It'd be a great help. Totally! And I know I can resist the temptation to eat what I'm carrying. The customers have such happy faces when I make the deliveries. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I also realized it's better to arrive with an empty stomach, ready for whatever local delectables I can gobble. I suppose that's one way to look at it. Well, you'll be glad to know that we still got loads of requests from all over Allrest. I'll let you know what needs doing, so if you have a bit of time to help out, I'd be super grateful. No problem. In the name of good food, I feel I can do anything, including deliveries. And one more thing. What? I wanted to say thank you. Because of you, all kinds of people have had the chance to sample my desserts. Well, it's not like supporting Just Desserts is my job or anything, but you're very welcome. Jennifer will pass on orders for Gorg's Just Desserts to the Merc Group from now on. More Merc missions which build trust even further are now available. more high trust building, but you gotta have prerequisites like getting far enough in Gorg's quest line, which isn't easy to do, and having to have 2 random blades. This isn't really a quest that I particularly like for that reason. The rewards aren't that good. You get rainbow gloves for this one, shell shoes, some pouch items. I mean, it's alright, I guess. It's more Merc missions. These Merc missions give 220 trust roughly per run to the other blades. I call their pair up Gorius. Borg? Borg. Anyway, that was over rather quickly. So we need something else to do, and the time has come for us to talk about a new blade. You knew it was gonna be Zenobia. Yeah, Zenobia's been very overdue for being gone over, and the reason for that is her unconventional way of being leveled up. Every blade's got a gimmick. Hers is having to kill one of practically every unique monster there is. There's very few unique monsters that aren't on her chart. So I thought we could make a montage out of this, going around showing every unique monster that she wants to kill, as well as curios with each of these. This video contains every single unique monster that you ever need to kill for Zenobia's chart, in roughly the order of appearance. As we get started, Zenobia is a wind-elemented great axe. She focuses on large amounts of burst damage. Not the fastest in the world unless she's on Zeke, but she does have multiple driver combo access, of course. Wind has some helpful attributes like blowdown, and she's just really strong all around. When equipping her, I would suggest focusing on her critical hit rate. I'm thinking the Axion chip, the Axe of Chaos. Zenobia grants her driver 15% physical defense and ether defense, as well as a 15% strength mod. These stats are pretty all around, nothing really lighting the world on fire, but that's not really where she shines. She has 3 Aux Core slots, disguised Pyra. The thought of that boggles the mind. I chose to go all in on damage with her. Zenobia isn't exactly known for her utility, so something like this is pretty good. Just going all in on attack with her. Zenobia got some muscles on her. She wants protein.
This is delicious.
Gotta have a healthy body to fight at peak performance.
Researching new power source.
This will be good to while away the time.
But she also loves literature and the fine arts.
So this is the famous portrait of Gare. I'd love to fight him someday.
Her other favorite item is the char-grilled Grumbird, purchased at Volti Butchers in Uriah, but I don't have access to it. And now the moment you've been waiting for. This video is going to primarily be about all of the unique monsters that Zenobia needs to take down, put to a montage. You will see the location on the map at the bottom of the screen for every single one of these, as well as any blades who also want to kill the same unique monster. Zenobia has a lot of overlap with other blades who also want to kill unique monsters, making her a pretty nice early game blade to get if you can get her. Statistically, you're not going to. She's one of the rarest blades out there. But on my second playthrough, I started the game with her, and it was so cool having a hit list of unique monsters to take out every Titan. She helped me with finding unique monsters that other blades wanted because I was focusing on her so much. And as I was leveling up her skills, going from Titan to Titan, she got up to her higher level skills pretty damn quick. As a refresher, you do need to have access to the Merc group to get above her level 1 skills. That's just kind of the thing with her. She has a lot of easy Merc missions that are available on each Titan subsequent to Uriah. And by doing that, you'll unlock the other nodes on her affinity chart quite easy. Decapitator Marvin was the worst unique monster yet. I went to my death. I went all over Kingdom Come, not able to find this thing, and it was so annoying. In my notes, it said Ruin Laborer's Bridge, so I went there and found nothing. So I looked it up, and I saw that he was inside of a building, so I ran back from the Ruin Laborer's Bridge. Nope, he's in this little tiny garden shed over here. We've never fought him before.
Hogging the glory, eh?
This one's a bit complicated. We need to have the key from the Fife of Forgetfulness to get through this gate easily. Then we want to just barely not get mutilated by that Terex over there and go up these stairs. From there we go straight, not further up. And on these catwalks, we arrive at the Egel Jetty, abandoned. For your information. We didn't get a thing for discovering it because, like I said, I ran all over the place when trying to find that last unique monster. Mermaiden Eugene. You sound like such a dweeb with that name. No!
Please leave it to
I lost to a level 33! Did he just say not again? That was worth every second. I don't care if I have to walk back there. It was worth it. I couldn't imagine fighting this guy at the level that you're supposed to. I'm struggling with it, and I'm 40 levels above him. He keeps using blowdown on my allies, and they're falling off the cliff. If not using blowdown on me at just the right angle to knock me off the cliff. He's getting his topples and launches off despite my agility beating the pants off of his. Rex has spent this entire fight dead, and I'm only just now rezzing him. Jadeite Polly is a pain. She wants an Aurora to beckon her out of her hiding places. If you ever need to change the weather in Leftheria, it's the most efficient region to do it in, where you can just walk in and out of the Spirit Crucible Elpis until it happens. I got it on my first try. Then, as long as skip traveling happens within the same region, the weather will not change. Aww, she's jumping for joy up into the sky at the sight of this Aurora.
Nice one.
I don't know where she was hiding in this 2-foot deep water, but apparently she found a way. Funny about this guy is that Zenobia's chart just calls him Runaway Train. It doesn't include the bull part. This next one's a little complicated. It's in Zataris Spring, near the Ardanian garrison, northeast of it.
Let's see.
To make it appear, you gotta step on this island. I would recommend luring it away, as it's a pain in the butt to fight on this island. The AI is gonna get stuck and do all sorts of things. Not good.
Let's do it.
Light breeze, gale force winds, you name it, I got it.
Our quarry will not elude us. I feel like I've mastered everything.
Caw, that's incredible!
Yeah, Gorg! Doing 2 quests, then finishing your affinity chart, just being awesome.
can also assist. I'm lucky you're my driver.
Rather impressive. Feel it in my left eye.
Time to get
See you on the other side.
What? We got the blade switches for Pyra. I've been doing tons and tons of driver combos every fight so that I can get items out of smashing and also get started on that skill I was telling you about that Cutie Pie is going to want a lot of driver combos to be completed. And in doing so...
Let's see what I can do with this. Power depends on the heart of its wielder, right?
God, that's incredible!
She's done. Let's, oh god, I got to use up a... Fine, we can use up a pouch item here. I want to know how much she has. Rank S. S6! That's higher than Mithra. Well, I guess she joined the party a little earlier, so that kind of makes sense now, doesn't it? You have 806 auto attack. I see a treasure trove down there that I've never gotten before. While I'm here and still thinking about it, you know the issue that I...
You picked me and not
Target that from here!
Nice one.
You know how I have issues with that. And that leads us to Soul Eater Stanley, the guy that I was here to fight.
Looks like I won't even have to
This
use the
enemy
eye
has
of
self-destruct.
shining
I would
justice.
advise using fire,
like
fire,
your
fire on him.
attitude.
The power to defend.
Another
I'm
one
happy
done.
we came all this way together.
God, that's incredible!
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about using this one. Can't wait to try this out for real.
Another one
I
done.
am not gonna forget this one. I'm all decked out in the arts department. You are the best!
God, that's incredible!
Congratulations! Me? I never have to use this crappy blade ever again! I like you, Finch, though. I mean that in a good way. No, you're just forgetting the definition of crappy, Finch. I promise, it's very good.
Isn't this art amazing?
And now we're left with the heart-to-heart Stronger Than Light inside a Titan in the land of Moritha. Only one Titan in the land of Moritha that I know of, so I sure hope it's that one. I like my strong female blades, and my heart-to-heart's convenient, right next to landmarks.
So, we are inside Torna's Titan now, eh? The site of a grand melee 500 years ago, yeah?
You have just thrown every single Super Smash Bros. Fan in the audience into an uncontrollable conniption fit. Do you know what you've just done?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wish I could have been here for that.
You've lost your memory, haven't you? So you actually might have, you know?
Now that you mention it, that is a very exciting possibility. Hey, Mithra, maybe you remember.
I feel like you might or might not have been there.
You're not helping. Which one is it?
You can't expect me to remember every little thing from 500 years ago.
Ugh, too bad.
Perk up, Zenobia. Hey, if you did fight here, would you have been Mithra's mate?
An ally of Mithra's? Me?
Okay. Well, it's certainly possible.
Nah, there's no way.
Why so certain?
As a blade, I aim to be Alrest's strongest, right? No matter what shape the world was in, I definitely would have wanted to challenge Mithra.
We're talking wartime here. Surely such selfish reasons wouldn't matter.
Nope, there's only one reason I fight. There's no way that would change, no matter who my driver was. No matter what the circumstances, I live to fight strong opponents.
I can't really relate, but it certainly matches who you are.
At least she knows who's the strongest, yeah, Mithra?
Yeah, that does feel pretty good. If you keep at your dream, I'm sure one day you'll get to be the strongest.
Oh, hearing you say that doesn't sound like you want to fight me. We can just go a few rounds. I've got to test myself against you. But you just keep blowing me off.
Yeah, Mithra doesn't seem to be very much into fighting now.
Nah, it's fine for now. I'm still in training anyway. I'll keep fighting alongside my driver, building up experience. And one day, I'll take her down from that pedestal she's on.
Would you have fought against Mithra?
Good question. I couldn't picture it any other way. Both sides would have fought tooth and claw, vying to get the upper hand. And I strive to be the very best, like Xenoblade was before me. Under the circumstances, Mithra would have been my ideal opponent.
Anything to say to that, Mithra?
I imagine I would remember fighting against someone like Zenobia, so... that would mean she probably wasn't here at that time? Or if she was, maybe I just left her to someone else.
Oh, hearing you say that doesn't sound like you want to fight me. We can just go a few rounds. I've got to test myself against you. But you just keep blowing me off.
Stronger Than Light is the coolest heart-to-heart name. Fight me.
Never thought about using wind for this before.
And the last unique monster is found at Declessa Altar Hill in Tantal, just south of Zalmar's Crevice. Or Zalmar's Crevasse if you're feeling formal, or Zalmar's Crevasse if you're Godfrey. Oh, he looks so happy putting on a dance. I'm so sad I have to kick his ass.
Tora and Poppy are an
I also have
unbeatable team.
theory on Rex. First time that I've ever used her on him because she wants to kill this guy too. Everybody's just so out to beat up this poor misunderstood monkey that just loves to dance. Did we just? Not you.
Never thought about using wind for this before.
For pranking people and making them think that they farted or something like that? Sure.
More resource to allocate.
Affirmative, Mom.
All I have left are Heart to Hearts and some unique monsters that Poppy Buster wants to kill. I'm all done using it in chain attacks. And not only that...
This choice, finally I am truly myself again.
Caw, that's incredible!
Aww, Theory's great. Moving back to Zenobia, she wants to accept the We Need to Talk Merc mission and held to Goldman Residential District to compete in a real challenge. This begins quite the rabbit hole for Zenobia, so we're not going to be doing that right now. Instead, across all those unique monsters, I have a lot of core crystals. I was break topple launch smashing them over and over again to make as many pop out per fight as I could, and I don't even know how many I have. Whoa! Okay. I promise you the next rare blade in this round. With absolute certainty, I can do that. I'll awaken core crystals till we get another rare blade. I was getting impatient, so I decided to calculate this out. At the current moment, combining the chances for every rare blade I can currently get and don't have, I have a 12% chance of awakening a new blade, roughly. I have failed it 27 times in a row. I thought, oh, I can awaken some core crystals. I actually have a pretty high chance of getting blades right now. Nope. Oh, man! Yep.
I am Telos. The soul, complete being, and embodiment of absolute order.
Complain and you shall receive. The embodiment of absolute order herself, Telos, is a guest character from Xenosaga. It will hurt the Xenosaga enthusiasts in the audience to know that up until last year, I was pronouncing her name T-Elos. I mean, there's a hyphen there, and it looks, you know. So that's what I thought she was called. I didn't hear it in-game because I was skipping Awakenings and thus didn't hear her say her own name in her opening cutscene. We've awakened her on Zeke, she's a very good fit for him, and we'll get into her another time. I was certain that if we didn't get her, we'd get at least somebody. We got a lot of core crystals still left to awaken, and we'll get to them when we get to them. We know where they all are from the cold, dead husks of the unique monsters. Aw, they're dancing in honor of the #1 guy in Boogieland who we slayed before their eyes. The dance floor will never be the same. Is this a... No, this is not a field skill check. This looked like a chunk of ice that you could, like, burn away and then there'd be a chest on the inside. Nope, all right. Telos is a strange blade. So when I said that my chances of awakening a new blade were very high under the current circumstances, as soon as you beat the game, Telos becomes exceedingly common when using random core crystals. When I say common, I mean the highest chance of any blade under any circumstances at a 5% base chance no matter what your save file is. Under perfect circumstances with all stats maxed out, you will pull Telos from a core crystal 35.7% of the time. She cannot be pulled before this time at all unless you start a new game over a file that was already cleared, in which case you're likely to pull her from the very beginning of the game. It's based on if your profile has beaten the game before, not if your current save file has. This is actually a really great tip for those of you that don't like New Game Plus and just want to replay the game with all the difficulty intact, but with a new experience. Telos is quite powerful and she can be really fun to use. I also want to tell you that Telos is free DLC. You don't need the expansion pack to get her. Just update your game to the latest version and away you go. It was kind of rare that they added new blades into the game free of charge, but she was an exception, and a popular one at that. So, with a new blade by our side, it'll be a while before we really get into her, but we can always equip her so that we can get free trust from quests. We are getting kind of low in that department of having blades to raise up in the background.
Me to do everything for you.
Yes, ma'am. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going to be seeing more of what Zenobia is all about. The only thing that we haven't done is her quest. See you guys then. Ooh, floaty. Oh, and a lot of progress was made on other Blades charts that weren't related to the unique monsters. I didn't want to break up the montage, so here all those are.
I'll support you. Nopon are irritable, yet cute. What a combination.
I prefer to just...
The result of much hard work.
That's what I'm talking about.
This should serve to greatly weaken foes.
I've so got your back now, darling.
A good feeling.
I learned a new move. My flames are at their brightest right now.
Rather impressive.
One of you is happy for him. You know who you are.
Into the fray we go!
Let's go then.
You picked me and not Pandoria? Nice one!
Zenobia! Them's fighting words!